So Arsenal go out the League Cup last night. I expected it to happen really, but I didn't expect such a half-hearted, lacklustre performance. It was disgusting to watch, man. It was terrible. I could tell from minute one that the players were unsettled. They didn't want to be there. It was a terrible performance, and I personally think the manager told them just play, just get it over and done with. If we go through, we go through. If we don't, we don't. That's the sort of vibe I was getting from the performance. Even the young stars, Miles Lewis-Skelly and Wanyeri, they weren't on it. They weren't on it at all. They was thinking about Dubai today. They're going to Dubai. Like he's probably said to them, don't worry about it. We're going to go and have our warm weather training. We ain't got a game the weekend because we went out the FA Cup to Man United in another poor performance that we couldn't beat Man United, even though they had 10 men and even though it's the worst Man United team I've ever seen in my life. I'm telling you, it was disgusting, and I'm so disappointed, man. They let the fans down, the thousands of fans that went up to St James's Park, all the way up in the north of England, right on the borders, basically, of Scotland. That's how far it is, Newcastle. It's miles away. And the devoted fans and the loyal, proper, hardcore away support was there, and they was let down. Ultimately, I just think they should hang their heads in shame a little bit, the Arsenal players, because it's so disappointing. They didn't even seem to want to win the game. They didn't even seem to be trying. It was such a dominant performance by Newcastle. And once again, Eddie Howe outfoxed Mikel Arteta. I don't think he was trying. I don't think they tried to win the game. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. You go through the team and even Declan Rice had a shocker. Declan Rice, who I've been rating in recent games. Martin Odegaard as well. He missed that shot. He had a shot on hit the post. Since then, his head went down. I thought everyone had a bad day. Had a bad day at the office, and I just feel let down. I feel let down. I mean, after the Man City game, it built everybody up, put everybody on a pedestal. Everyone was gassing the team for what a performance. We've done the champions 5-1. We got our revenge on them. We humbled Haaland. But Eddie Howe humbled Arteta. Yes again. Yes again at St James's Park. We get humbled. We got humbled in the first leg at the Emirates Stadium as well, losing the game 2-0 there as well. And even earlier in the season, in November, I think it was, when they beat us 1-0 in the league. I mean, what is it with Newcastle? We can't overcome them. We've got the same troubles with teams like Fulham and Aston Villa. We can't seem to get a grip on it. We can't seem to perform like worthy champions. If we're going to be title challengers, if we're going to be champions, we have to win games like that. I know it weren't a Premier League game last night, obviously. It was a League Cup. But we've still got to be consistent with our performances to have any sort of momentum. I am just praying that we go away to Dubai. We're going there today. I'm just praying that we come back reinvigorated like we did last season, and we went and won about 16 games, I think, out of the last 18. It's a letdown, man. It's a letdown. All the build-up. I was excited for the game. Foolishly excited for the game. I even postponed. Look, I've been ill for a few days, but I stayed up for it. I got out of bed to watch it. I mean, I feel a bit better today. This is why I'm doing the video this morning. I couldn't do it last night. I was disappointed. I was so disappointed, let down, that I feel so sorry for them fans that went up to Newcastle. Kudos to you, though, for being there for your team. You are more important than the actual players in that team and the manager. The manager should be able to account for it. I mean, he's not going to get sacked or anything. He probably won't even get reprimanded or told, you know, Arteta, you've got to start doing better. All they do is reward these players. They reward them. This trip to Dubai, all right, I moaned about it last season. I actually went off alarming about it. They don't deserve to go to Dubai. And after that performance last night, again, I don't think they deserve it. But I was wrong last year because it reinvigorated them and they went on that amazing run. They better do the same again. They better come back from Dubai, from that warm weather training camp, and they better come back and go on a similar run or an even better run, than what they did at the end of this time last year. Or it was a little bit earlier last season. I think it was in January, not long after Christmas. I know they've played a lot of games in January. I think we played 8 or 9 games in January. We're in the beginning of February now. They might be a bit more fatigued. I don't know. I can't. I've got no excuses for them. I've got no excuses for him, and the manager as well. The manager, he was tactically inept in that game last night, and he got outfoxed again by Eddie Howe, who I think is a fantastic manager, a future England manager. But why would he want to go to England next year when he's got such a great team? A great team. They play for each other. And Isaac, unplayable. He was unplayable. And the fact that we didn't do no business in the transfer window in January, the last day was all full of anticipation, and we was all hoping that we'd get a striker. Up top last night proves why we need a proper striker, and it wasn't addressed. And the excuses were we couldn't get the players we wanted in January. We were going to wait till the summer. Now, we wasn't just going to go and buy a striker for the sake of it, one that we didn't really want. Havertz ain't good enough. He was the worst player on the pitch last night, and we had no other options off the bench to sub him off and bring someone else on. Martinelli also pulled up early in that first half with an hamstring injury. I haven't seen or heard anything about it just yet. The extent of the damage, the extent of the injury. I mean, it's another injury. It's another injury, and it's another forward that is injured. It just goes to show that the business should have been addressed. Some sort of business should have been addressed in that transfer window in January. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Stick a like on the video, and I'll see you on the next one.